Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Yo, everybody, it's me, Pops Van Zant from the Madness Comic Network, and I want you to have a heads up and look out for our sign-up page for the Roku campaign on Kickstarter. We're going to be trying to get the funding to get the Roku channel set up for people like that guy, the guy who's recording this, can get his show up there on Roku and start getting monetization today. So check us out, sign up, be ready. Peace.
This is my place, okay? I have in here who in the fuck I want.
Money comes big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small. No, no, no.
Kiss my entire.
Oh, my darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
Ow! The doctor is in, baby. Welcome to the coffee shop, the podcast that won't rust, bust, collect dust, kink, stink, turn pink, or rattle. It seems a rainy season for 90 days or your money gladly refunded. Oh my God, I needed to be here today to get myself back in the groove because I've been dragging for the last couple of days. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat. Oh my goodness gracious. Jaden0428, Heart K. Hello, everyone. Billy Power Max is here. Hail, good to see you. All right, Pops is hanging out. He says, hey, get over there and sign up for the pre-launch for the Roku platform for the madness. So, yeah, get over there and check that out. I'm going to take this moment to bring out my co-host, who I missed very much last week. I had to put up with it took 4 idiots to try to replace him, and still didn't work. So let's bring him out here.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Gordon Shumway, nice to meet you. Interested in a new Buick?
Nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
I'll make you famous.
I'll make you famous.
Yeah. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
Man, missed you last week.
Yeah, I missed being on the show. I mean, It was definitely for a good cause, but
yeah, those of you who don't know, Tanner was off at Fort Leonard Wood watching his son graduate Army basic training.
Heck yeah.
What a huge family event that is, huh?
Oh yeah, it was something. Like I said, he left a boy, and when he got graduated, he was a man. So
yeah, what was it? Was it one of those things where, as you're talking to your son after he graduates boot camp, you're having to make the mental adjustment to the new him?
Yeah.
It
hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. What a trip, man! What a trip. A lot of people don't realize.
How are you?
Oh, Sketchbook's in the house. What's up, Sketchbook?
Billy, nice to see you.
Yeah, my family didn't come watch me graduate, but in fairness to them, I was in San Diego. They were back on the East Coast. So, airplane tickets weren't cheap. So.
Oh yeah, no, we drove, and that was quite the adventure in itself.
No shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people, we were talking backstage, a lot of people don't realize how drastic that change is from a civilian into a soldier or Marine or whatever. Yeah, I was not ignoring you, Sketch. Shut up. Hey, Don. But yeah, there's such a radical change from the. We used to talk about it when I worked on Paris Island. Was they come in, and when they shave the hair off, not the head. When they shave the hair off the head and throw you into your untailored, soaked with dye camo, and you smell like a supply depot and mothballs, and you turn into, or I should say, recruits turn into instant idiots. They don't know their left from their right. They don't know how to walk, chew gum, talk. I mean, it's like newly castrated cattle just staggering along. And then over time, they become something new and better.
They broke him down so much that he was telling me that they couldn't even, they had to learn how to run. Like the drill sergeant was like, you guys aren't not allowed to do anything until we teach it to you.
That's right. That's exactly right. Exactly. My company commander said, do what I tell you to do, the way I tell you to do it, when I tell you to do it. We'll get along just fine. Do anything else and you will be punished.
Well, and that's how I brought my kids up. I said, hey, the best advice that I ever got in the military was smile and nod. Be at the right place, the right time, and the right uniform with a smile on your face. Yeah. That's it.
Now, I do remember the best advice I ever got from anybody when I was in the military. There was this, he was an E4 petty officer, 3rd class, and he worked in psych, and nobody knew him because he was just a non-entity. And I approached him about that very thing once. I said, you don't hang out with anybody. You don't talk to anybody. He goes, yeah, that's the secret to my success. He said, be an enigma, be a ghost, walk fast enough that nobody thinks you're dawdling, but quick enough where they don't stop you. because you're in a hurry and they never ask you for anything. It's pretty good advice. It's pretty good advice. Pretty good advice. Okay. And wait a minute. What is this? Oh man. I forgot a meme. I got to load a meme real quick.
Thank you, Sketch. Appreciate it.
What is Sketch babbling about now?
Basically, thanking me for raising a kid that didn't get booted for, failure to adapt.
Oh yeah. The failure to adapt to weights.
They saw it. He told me a couple stories too, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, look busy at all times. That's right. I know your tricks, Doc. Tanner, congratulations. Yeah, yep, absolutely. You have succeeded as a parent when your kid crosses the parade deck. Ira. So we're gonna do a little thing we like to do here. Yeah, let me apologize. I didn't mean to call everybody idiots that came in to sub for Tanner last week. It just got a little chaotic, as is wont to happen. But it's time for us to do a little something we like to call
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, snap it to a Slim Jim. I don't know why I've always liked this meme, but it's one of the first memes I ever downloaded. I've kept it forever.
Well, I mean, how can you not like, Captain Kirk, threatening to drop kick you?
Threatening you with a drop kick, baby. That's just the way it rolls. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, Sketch tries to go for a slam and a typo stops him. Ole! Not to be outdone by Bud Light, Boone's Farm Wine has hired their own spokesperson. And somehow for Boone's Farm, it's completely appropriate. Do they still make Boone's Farm?
Oh, they sure do.
People, I remember when wine coolers came out, it's like, that's just Boone's Farm in a smaller bottle. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
I remember when I was young and I was doing my sneaking and drinking. I didn't like beer. I didn't like the taste. But I liked Boone's Farm. Country Quencher. That was good stuff.
Heck yeah.
Paid the rent. Now I've got a place to starve to death. And remember, don't let your lying eyes tell you the truth. According to the administration, the economy is doing better than ever. Just when you're paying that extra $750 a month to survive, that's all your imagination.
Right.
He forgot he wasn't on Facebook, started talking shit, and I smacked his bitch ass. Seriously think the world needs to relearn that lesson.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So my brother got busted this way one time. My dog helping me to look for the guy who broke into my car and drank my blue slushy. My brother had drank mine and had a blue tongue and blue lips, and he was trying to deny it. My mama got him. I didn't even have to get him. Mama got him.
Now this next
every time, man, always have plausible deniability. At least have a blue sucker.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was my sucker. Now this next one is true because, as we all know, technology hates me and I hate it right back. Never let your computer know that you're in a hurry. Computers can smell fear. They slow down if they know that you are running out of time. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
And then from the realm of the completely random but funny, because of gaps in the fossil record, we can only guess at trends in prehistoric haberdashery. I've got a buddy on Facebook that just posts absurd things. They're never political. They're never social commentary. They're just absurd. Bidenomics has made me stronger. I can now carry $70 worth of groceries with just my pinky. That's right.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
But remember, you're doing better than you ever have before, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah. Totes.
If you have to cheat to win, you're still a loser. This kind of applies all the way across the board. I'm not even going to comment on where this might be applicable. I'm so glad I grew up in the 70s. I did so much stupid stuff and there's no record of it anywhere. Darn right. Darn right. Now, you didn't grow up in the 70s, Tanner.
I just missed it.
Just a bit outside. Yeah. I was talking to my siblings last night, and they were doing this thing where it was a text group that we're in on the phone, and they decided to take a trip down memory lane, and they were talking about, because Dad was a coach / educator, we moved almost every year. Wherever the next best contract was, we were off. And they were talking about this one town we lived in. They're being all nostalgic for it. And I just commented, there's nothing about that town that I liked. There's nothing about the year 1976 other than the bicentennial that was enjoyable for me. I hated every moment of that year. And they're like, what? You have a skewed memory. You have this. No. I hated it. I hate it now. If I rolled up on that house we lived in, all I would want to do is burn it down. You're all wrong. So Sibs, if you're watching, I'm right. You're wrong. And the important thing to remember here is this is my show. I get to say whatever I want to. And
damn
there's
straight.
nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it, baby. My siblings immediately unsubscribed from my channel.
Yeah.
Let me see. So that's, yeah. You remember the skit on Saturday Night Live, Pat, where they were trying to figure out if Pat was a male or a female? Did you ever think that Saturday Night Live would be prophecy?
No, never thought in a million years.
Never in a million years would you think. It's kind of a slow news week this week, though, Tanner.
Oh, really?
An entire island in Hawaii goes up in flames. President goes down and says, we had a little electrical fire in my house once. Ooh, I can totally relate. Yeah, because that's what you want to hear, Hey,
yeah.
What's up, Max? Good to see you, my friend.
Max, how are you?
So yeah, just a slow news week this week. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this, that we're being told in no uncertain terms how great the economy is. And yet, for some reason, those darn prices at the gas pump and the grocery store just don't seem to be going down any. Maybe they didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
My bills didn't get the memo.
Nope, sure didn't.
Mary Machine Gun issue 1 hits local comic book store shelves today. Grab it while it's hot. Congratulations.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Oh. And speaking of which, check out Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space. Issue 3 currently on Kickstarter. Max is just on fire today, slinging in links.
Yeah.
We'll throw it open here later, Max, and bring you on out. You can shill a little bit if you want to. Also, if you haven't done so yet, head over to darkgiftcomics.com. Rampart Studios is my imprint. Click on that and sign up for a damn dirty thing, as we are in pre-launch right now.
Nice.
So, Tanner, what do you think, man?
About the soaring prices?
No, about boob windows.
About boob windows. Oh, man. Greetings and salutations. I'm Tanner Hurley with another moment in great moments in comic history. And today I want to talk a little bit about Power Girl.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so Power Girl, created by Wallace Wood, who I recently found out, hated being called Wally Wood, like hated it with a passion. So I've made it a point to try to call him Wallace Wood, because I would hate to piss off the late great Wallace Wood. But he created Power Girl, and as a result of creating Power Girl, he felt that his editors weren't paying attention to what he was doing whatsoever. So he thought he would make them pay attention, and he would change her boob size bigger with each issue. And this went on for 7 to 8 issues before they finally realized what he was doing. And they said, "Hey, what's going on with those giant boobs on Power Girl?" And so he tells them, "Hey, I knew you weren't paying attention, so now you're paying attention to me." And it stuck. So she has been the great, well-endowed superhero that we know because of Wallace Wood and an editor that didn't pay attention.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Now, for those that don't know, Tanner, because they do exist, who is Power Girl?
Oh, Power Girl is the cousin of Superman from an alternate world, Earth 2, if I'm not mistaken. Help me out, chat, if you know correctly. But Power Girl is basically Supergirl from a different dimension.
Right. With bigger boobs.
With bigger boobs, yes. Massive boobs.
Huge tracts of land. A powerful bosom, if you will. So when did the boob window come in? Because it wasn't originally part of her costume.
It wasn't originally a part of the costume, but then it came into play during that time when Wallace was playing around with the character. He introduced the boob window. Once again, suggesting that editors weren't paying attention.
Well, let's ask the chat now. Boob window. Are you for it or you again it? Doubt we'll get any again it's.
And then there's two origins as to why she has the boob window.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's actually one where in the pages of Justice League or Justice Society, I can't remember which one. Maybe it was Justice League Europe, I believe. But she was talking to the Crimson Fox. Crimson Fox asked her why she had a boob window. And she said, because it depicts what I am. She's like, I'm female and I'm healthy. And if people want to degrade themselves by staring, then it is what it is. She said. So that was one. And then the other one was she said that she originally wanted to have a patch like Superman on there, but not knowing what to put on there, she just left it open.
Okay, there you go. I would think she would just say, a growing girl needs room.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton famously said, you can't put a gallon in a quart jug, boys and girls.
So true.
And Power Girl, of course, has continued to be a popular character over at DC.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think personally more popular than Supergirl.
Yeah, definitely with the help of Amanda Connor, drawing her. just killing it with the ongoing series that came out a few years back.
Right. It's a better costume design. It's not riffing on Superman at all. It's a classic look. One could be forgiven for thinking that the great George Perez had designed that costume. It's so good.
Right.
Just saying.
Just
saying. Let's see. The cleavage is distracting me during a fight.
And that happened in a comic too, with the fight against the Toy Boy, because he was a 13-year-old boy. They used Power Girl to distract him, and while they were fighting with Hawkman and Shazam.
Yeah. At any rate, if you're a villain, you got to get beat up by either Supergirl or Power Girl. Go on Power Girl every day of the week. Just something to talk about when you're in the lockup. Who got you? Oh, that girl with the big boobs. So this has been another episode of Yeah, man. So,
heck yeah.
We have a last minute guest today, Tanner. Wasn't going to be a guest today, mainly because I didn't want to do a disservice to a guest by bringing them on when I feel like I've been jogging in molasses with leaded combat boots all day. Like a herd of turtles in a field of peanut butter is what I'm saying.
Oh, my gosh.
But my next guest said, "Yeah, I'll do it." So let's bring him out. Welcome the T-Bunny.
T-Bunny.
Hey. What's up?
What's going on, my friend? How are you?
Pretty, not pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
Just
good.
Sleep deprived like the rest of us,
Yeah.
And living my best life in this great economy.
Yes.
It's just wondering where all my money's going because the economy's so good. Then wonder why I don't have enough funds. So
where's
it's got to be on me. It's got to be on me somewhere.
That's right. It's got to be us. It's they wouldn't gaslight us.
No, they would never do that.
They wouldn't start another mandate right before an election season or anything.
Well, they can try.
Yeah, listen, I didn't do that the first go around. I'm not doing it this time. But we can't talk about that because the last time I mentioned, the common sense enteric precautions that they teach, in medical school, I got a strike for violating community guidelines.
Oh no, common sense is a guideline strike. What does that say about what YouTube thinks is common sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, hello, Apex. Good to see you, my friend.
Apex, how are you?
Apex, what's up?
I can't highlight that comment, Apex.
Allegedly.
I can't highlight that.
You have to follow the science, right?
You can't do you can only say
the
that
guys that are claiming the science have absolutely no science degrees, but
science has become like the Pirates Code. It's just a set of guidelines.
It's more what you call guidelines.
Yeah.
So T-Bunny,
Yes,
for those
sir.
in our audience that don't know who you are, tell people who you are, what you do, and why they should care.
Alrighty, Telepathic Bunny Comics, Telepathic Bunny of Telepathic Bunny Comics. I also have a channel called The Rabbit Hole that's been around for about 3 years now. Trying to push better writing, and because that's how we win. Because the mainstream can draw all day, but they can't write for shit. They're not allowed to. So that's how we win. So that's what I'm doing over there. And along the way, I've been making my own comic. And suddenly, July the 1st, my 50th birthday, I decided to pursue a lifelong goal of getting this thing into print. So that's why we're here.
Right on, right on. So let's take
just in time for it seems to be very timely, my book. So I'm just saying that much. So
which we will do a deep dive here. Now, you're going to drive the our look through here.
All right, no problem.
But here we go. The book is called Community Service, and subtitle Escape from Little Bighorn.
Yep.
All right. Walk us through what we're looking at here.
All right. It's about a forgotten hero that comes out of retirement for one last mission, but it's into a death trap. And the tagline's in the country that's banned its heroes, you root for the criminals.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, this campaign, it's basically, this is for the first 100 backers. A little bit of boobage for you there.
Very awesome. Very nice. No window needed there, boys.
No.
Now, who did this art?
This is Pal Rodricks. This is the primary artist for Perfect 10.
Okay. All right.
Dave Brink had this little book, side-dive book that allowed you to get one of your characters drawn with one of his by Pal himself. And I took the advantage and I said, there's only one person that the Ironsides could be drawn with. And so that's how it came out. Plus, Mika from Barbusco Comics did the coloring. Yeah, she's my little secret weapon.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So this is cover 1 here. This is the Uncle Sam Ironsides Wants You cover.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an homage from the old Army recruitment posters.
Right.
Done by Greg Bo Watson, a really great pinup artist from South Carolina.
Yeah, he's phenomenal, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. It took him about 9 months to do this one because it's like trying to run kerosene in a gasoline engine. He wasn't used to doing guys. So, but his wife was like, "This is the best thing you've ever drawn." So anyway. The letter coloring also by Mika, but the lettering was and some of the special effects was done by Zevius.
Oh, nice! Zevius is a great guy.
Yeah, he also did the logo from Community Service.
Oh wow!
This is.
Let me comment on that. If you guys don't know, Zevius is kind of a big deal. Go check Zevius out on the Twitter. He's the only Zevius there. XEVIOUS. I follow him, and he
That's
is
a
nothing
signature
but
right there.
Yeah, he is nothing but impressive. Go check him out. Go ahead, T Bunny. I'm going to step away and refill my coffee while you roll, buddy.
All right. This is the Iwo Jima homage wraparound cover. Did it with Luke Stone. And he basically I asked him for Iwo Jima, and but he decided to do the wraparound, and he decided to do a reverse angle. You never see a reverse angle, so this is a reverse angle. Hold on a second. Is everybody still here? Oh, everybody's muted. Oh, okay. I'm over here on another screen. I didn't hear anybody, so okay, I'll keep going. So this is basically this is the story right here. 200 years. For 200 years, the Ironsides Freedom 5 protected the young country, constitutionally mandated guardian. And then 50 years ago, the day the heroes died, Ironsides was ambushed, retired, everything changed. 28th Amendment, the Heroes Amendment, was passed, ratified to make empowered humanity, also called expressors in my world, subject to government regulation. They outlawed heroes. So, new government agency was created called the FERA. This is the seal, the federal seal, also created by Xevious, by the way.
Very nice.
Very official looking. But the amendment took away the civil rights as Americans of all powered people. So, so here we are, 50 years on. 2020 comes around, and a new administration starts agitating for a 29th Amendment. And but meanwhile, there's this program that got pushed through Congress called community service. And this is one of the latest.
Yeah, the Community Service Initiative.
Yeah. And this is one of them right here. Her name is Switch. She's a senator's daughter. She actually didn't qualify. She had a felony, but, somebody pulled some strings. So she wound up in the program. That never happens, right?
No, never.
Yeah. Let's face it. She's my world's Hunter Biden, basically. Anyway. But what they don't know is they're marked for death. This program's kind of like marked to be kind of like the. It's going to be like the destruction of this program is going to be graphic enough, and the press is already ready with their talking points, and they're going to push the narrative that this proves how dangerous powered people are, and how they're even, they're going to wipe out the program, plus make everybody too scared to vote for the 29th Amendment, and they're going to do it one fell swoop. But Ironsides, who's been retired for 50 years, and a government job being erased from history, decides he's going to intervene. And so that's pretty much where we're at. And
very nice.
So this is the big bad he's going to be up against. They're called Dominion, the Obsidian Man. And,
nice.
And so there's 3 pages on the campaign right here.
Very cool.
I've actually got a trailer coming out. Animane did an animation of this 3 pages.
Very cool.
So working on finishing it right now. Here's a chibi sticker. It's a
cool.
It's a 6,000 stretch goal, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and make it general for everybody.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, by the way, boys and girls, if you're watching, you can find this over on Fund My Comic.
Yeah. So the tiers are pretty simple. Got one book, the digital copy. You got the artist signatures here. That's a $10 add-on.
Nice.
And then you got the digital copies, also $10 add-on. And the FERA files, which is going to be a backstory. It's going to be short stories. It's going to be world building information.
Oh, very nice.
I like that.
And
now, what format is that in? When you get that, what do you actually get?
Well, it's going to look like a file on the cover. It's going to look like a file, but inside it's going to have a character profiles, a world dictionary, some short stories, introducing character backstories, an interview with the characters. It's all going to
so
be
this is
in
a
it.
physical.
Nice.
This is a physical tier.
Yeah.
And,
yes.
And how many pages of content are in that? I like this.
Well, it's depending on how much money the campaign makes, it may expand. Right now, it's going to have about an extra 10 pages of content.
Very cool. Very cool.
But
I like that.
It also has a patch with it for the FERA seal, federal seal. So that's going to be available with it. But that's
cool.
That's a $10 add-on, and then you got the
Sketchbook wants to know, was that sticker done by 6 a.m. Comics?
Definitely, 6 a.m. Definitely.
Nice.
Who else? You got to have one, right? But this is the Uncle Sam cover. It's actually the mock-up doesn't show this, but it's going to be like dark blue with this on the cover. So it's going to look really nice.
Very cool.
This is the wraparound cover. That's going to be community service. The second book. But this is the tier a lot of people get. It's the digital plus both copies of both covers for $45 right there.
Nice. Very nice.
Now, everybody needs a big budget tier. Everybody needs a big tier. Since I'm not an artist, what I can offer is a creation. So this allows you to work with me and an artist to create your own expressor to put in my world. And it will be in this book.
Nice.
Very cool. And the creator will be credited.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not trying to steal from you folks.
Well, you will be credited, but the rights will be signed over to the universe because it's going to be an ongoing character.
Right.
And so you by that tier, you understand that you create this character and it's out in the world and it's your character and you're going to always know it's your character. But you're not going to have any residuals beyond the character creation. That's the way it has to. That's the way it has to be. Otherwise, you get really complicated. But if you can't come up with a character like a 100% from scratch, I have other characters that aren't fleshed out that you can maybe choose one of those.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it's there's two slots of that. That's 300 per. And it doesn't have to be a hero. It can be a complete villain. It doesn't even have to be an expressor if you just want a normal human. So,
right on.
But anyway, I have another cover that's currently in the works. That it's probably going to be added to the campaign within the next couple of weeks.
Very nice.
If you've already backed, you're going to get a. You're going to get it for a discount if you want it.
Nice.
Very cool.
But that's that way, But anybody from here on out is going to have 3 covers possible. So
very nice, very nice. So again, this is over on Fund My Comic, and you're just going to go over and look for community service. Is that correct?
Yeah, community service. Yeah.
There you go. Which is, by the way, that's the program where the illegal heroes can work off their debt by doing superheroics.
Well, it's more like just labor for the community. So they're not necessarily doing superheroics. They're basically the first task that they're given is to clean up after a superhero battle throwdown.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, let me go ahead. What's that?
Go ahead.
I was going to go ahead and play the trailer. That's all right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
All right.
Be sure you embiggenate it.
All right.
Is there volume with this?
So, any questions?
I don't know what happened with the sound there. That was a bit choppy.
Oh, really?
Look,
Oh.
I gotta ask, what was the inspiration for Ironsides there?
Well, I had this other character for a long time, and I had the concept of him, and I had kind of like the overall general kind of like character of him. But he didn't quite come into focus for a long time, and then I saw Captain America say "Hail Hydra,"
Right,
and that made me realize that they took something out of the world, but that has to be back in there.
Right on. Yes, Phil, are you hearing an echo? I don't hear one. Tanner, you?
No,
I'm not hearing an echo. Sketch, yes, there was a great song and narration done by Morgan Freeman.
No, it's not Morgan Freeman. It's actually somebody better, Orson Welles.
Oh, Orson Welles. So yeah, the IED got you. Sorry about that. Charles, you can go straight to your room and just think about what you just said there. There's no soy served in Doc's coffee shop. It's my good friend, my best friend, Charles Adams, a writer in his own right, who wrote comics with me back in the 90s. So good to see you here, Charles. And now, I just got done talking to a gentleman who Tanner met on the show, Taylor Ogletree, Buford Taylor Ogletree. He's the bass player for the Psycho Devills. He's writing this biography, this autobiography about his strange journey through becoming a rockabilly musician traveling all over the world. And we were talking about crowdfunding, and he's never heard of it. So I was explaining to him, T Bunny, that people don't back books, they back creators. They want to know you, they want to know about you, and they want you to have a good product, and they want that product, and they'll back the second one if the first one is good. But to begin with, you got to kind of know the person. So we're going to get to know you a little bit better here.
Absolutely.
Go to the mainstream comic book industry if you want some soy. That's right. Charles is actually working today at an LCS. He runs one for his friend. Let's see what we got here. Listening mode again today. Sorry if I'm quiet. That's quite all right, Dawn. We're just glad to have you here. And let me see. So, T Bunny, tell people a little bit about you. Where are you from? How old a fella are you? What's your background?
All right, 50 years old, born and inbred in western North Carolina foothills.
Hold
on.
Oh, you're going choppy on me. Screen freeze.
Uh-oh.
T Bunny, your North Carolina internet is acting stupid. Why don't you pop out and pop back in?
Hold on a second. I think
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. I literally had to do that for when I did voiceovers at a radio station.
Mm-hmm.
I did we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. 20 takes to get that right. Because honestly,
got that Appalachian internet, Sketch says.
Max, I don't know. When I throw it open, you can ask him. Yeah, Appalachian internet. Woo! All right. So while we're waiting for T Bunny to get back, first of all, I kind of agree with him about the corruption of the Captain America character, not just in the Hail Hydra thing, but the several other things they've done with Captain America, like being Captain America was something to be ashamed of. So glad to see people bringing back a patriotic character that is not apologetic for being patriotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah.
Lord knows that was something I didn't follow that whole storyline with Captain America. I had seen a picture of him in a Hydra version of the Captain America outfit.
Yeah.
And then someone said, him saying "Hail Hydra," and I was like, okay, it's gone off the deep end. Captain America's dead.
Yeah,
they ruined him.
And see, the first hero I ever identified with. Welcome back, T Bunny. Let's see how you doing now. Give me a mic check, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? And he's frozen again. Something's going on in Appalachia. They don't want community service to get funded, but we do. Listen, so do yourself a favor. Head on over to Fund My Comic and,
Just back it already.
Crom endorses this book. So, yeah, the first hero I ever identified with was Captain America. He keep in mind, I was a young lad running around during the bicentennial, and believe it or not, boys and girls, back then, being patriotic was a cool thing. Everybody was all about it. We were celebrating 200 years as a free country, and it was this big deal. They had the great flotilla that came through the New York Harbor and in Boston. Hey, T Bunny, can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Still nothing. Still nothing. All right. So T Bunny, pop out, pop back in. We'll try it again. Yeah, Captain America at that time, Kirby was doing it. It was a Captain America Mad Bomb and all this wonderful stuff. All right, T Bunny, can you hear me? Tanner, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I was making sure. Like Sketch said there, I was making sure another stroke hadn't happened. Oh, Sketch, that's terrible. And completely untrue. Captain America was making a big deal out of patriotism and everything, and that's when I fell in love with the character, which led me into the Avengers, which led me into the wider Marvel universe. I loved that stuff. And now in the modern era, it's like you're supposed to apologize for being an American or being proud to be American, and that's just bullshit. Don't let anybody tell you that. Don't let anybody say that crap. I didn't buy a ticket to your circus shit show. I'm not participating in that. All right, T Bunny, I'm going to put you in the back. Still having issues there. What I am going to do is I'm going to shoot the link out to some of our friends here if they want to pop in. I will drop it in the chat. However, because we've had some malicious trolls, if I don't know you, I won't let you in. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. I remember the 76 Olympics. There was a swimmer named Mark Spitz who looked like he ought to be in porn movies. He won everything. And I remember the Miracle on Ice where the American hockey team just kicked the Soviet Union's ass. Welcome, Max.
Max.
What up?
What's going on, buddy?
Just hanging out. Just waiting to go to check out some LCSs around town. Start seeing who's got my stuff so I can take pictures of it on the shelf.
Heck yeah.
Man. Yeah, man.
That's got to be exciting.
Listen, for those of you who don't know, it's New Comic Book Day all across the world today. Wednesdays, always.
Yep, it's every Wednesday.
And Max's Atrocity Press has several titles, some of which are appearing in LCSs through what distribution?
Antarctic Press.
Mm-hmm.
And they it goes through Diamond. So
Right.
I don't think that they put it into Lunar yet. I know they're in Lunar or are starting to be in Lunar at Antarctic Press.
Right.
But I don't know how far along it's gone. I'm not privy to how Antarctic Press runs their business. I just know that they published my book.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's run a little trailer here for Max.
And August 13th has passed, and it is currently on Kickstarter now.
It is on Kickstarter.
Fully funded, right?
Yes, fully funded. We got 101 backers with 11 days to go.
Yep. For those of you that like to wait to see if a campaign's going to fund before you jump in, it is funded. Go get your copy today.
Yeah, we're only $56 away from our next stretch goal. So,
oh, nice.
Tackling it as it goes along.
Heck yeah.
This is what happens when the comic moment is boobs, Max. You listen.
That's right.
We've talked many times about this. What we got? What you got hanging there? Oh yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Very machine gun.
Thank you, Vanna.
Is that Phil?
Yeah, it is Phil.
Hey Phil, how you doing, buddy? What's up? What's up? See, Max is so skilled that he has now you can't see the ball and chain around his ankle, but he needed a colorist, so he just kidnapped one and keeps him in the house.
Yep. Just hold him hostage, whatever. You want to eat?
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You want to eat? Color this book. Oh my goodness, we're very happy for you, Max. Congratulations!
Yeah,
again.
thank you. It's super exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we got the next 3 months. They'll be coming out in LCSs once per month for issues 1 through 4, and you get the whole story arc for Mary Machine Guns, the first story arc. So
very cool. Very cool.
Snatch it up.
So, Max, you're gonna go to an LCS and go live?
Maybe if I can find one that has my stuff.
if you do, and you need a platform to stream, because I know you don't even have your own channel, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, all right.
We went live this morning.
Well, how come I didn't get a notification?
I don't know.
I got to be subbed. You're my friend. I sub to all my friends. But
maybe,
you guys,
maybe they didn't care. The Facebook, we've got like 3 subscribers, I think.
One of them.
YouTube.com.
He doesn't even know where he's going. Look at that.
/ Atrocity Press.
Yeah, drop that link, Max. Drop it. So, if he's not able to come back on, I do want to thank T Bunny for coming out. And if you have the opportunity, head over to Fund My Comic and give a good hard look at community service. He's trying to come back in now. We're going to see if the connection's any better.
Works.
Let's see how we're doing now. T Bunny, can you hear me?
Hello.
The telepathic
Hello,
bunny
hello.
is going to have to use telepathy to communicate with us. We'll let him hang out there for a second and see what's up.
See if his internet catches up with itself.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Sketch. Abo, good to see you. We got to have you out again here pretty soon, buddy. You and Joe. Got to have Mo and Joe come out.
Absolutely.
Really cool people. Really cool product. Fun people to talk to. Some of the best guests you can ever have on a show. They're a hoot. I never remember Mo and Joe. Mo is her. Joe is him. Mo has one of the best female broadcasting voices I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
She will be doing the trailer for Pariah Sanctum of Hate, the narration for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm going to compensate her well for her services. Can't wait for that.
That would be awesome.
The voice of Elizabeth Payne. She's got to be working on her Southern accent because she is Southern. Not too thick. We don't want the Hollywood version of the South. We want the real version of the South.
We don't need none of them there. Hollywood South.
Jed, get your gun. Sugar.
The only thing you need to know is just if you want to see if someone's from the South, especially Texas, just have them say, Mike likes to drink Sprite at night. And you'll end up with Mike likes to drink Sprite at night.
No, that's Tennessee. That's Tennessee all day. They drag those eyes out. Not all Southerners have the same Southern accent.
That's true.
And Tanner lives right across the river from my home, which is the South Carolina Low Country. And when I moved up here just south of Atlanta, I heard shit I'd never heard before. Imo, go to the store. What the hell does that even mean? And Imo, go get me something to eat. Instead of, we would say, I'm going to lunch. I'm going to go get me something to eat. I always thought they were saying, the translation was, I'm going to go and procure food for myself and only myself, so don't ask me for anything. I thought that's what they were saying. I thought, damn, that's rude, man. I thought people in the South were more polite than that.
I remember being in Atlanta, and my ex-wife, husband, or not husband, her father.
Wait, I'm sorry, Max. You want to start that over again? You seem to have.
I blanked it out. He's like, you want a Coke? Hell yeah, I want a Coke. Here's your Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. What flavor Coke you want? Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, first time in the South, I had that mistake where everyone had ordered, Cokes, and I ordered a Mountain Dew, and she said 4 Cokes. And I was like, no, I want a Mountain Dew. And she says, right, a Coke.
And I remember too when I was in San Diego, I went into I think it was a Long John Silver's or Captain D's, and I ordered, and what do you want to drink? And I said Dr. Pepper, and she said what? Dr. Pepper, and she said we don't have that. I went, well, Mr. Pibbs, okay, I guess we don't have that either. And I went, what fucking strange world have I fallen into?
What kind of backwards ass country is this becoming?
Billy Power.
We were just talking about Long John Silver's yesterday, me and Phil, because they're all gone. There's only a couple left in the country, and it kind of sucks because I used to love to get the fish and chicken platter with all the Crispies. And then you just throw so much malt vinegar on there, it's all soggy.
Takes your breath away.
Yep.
Takes your breath away. Yeah, the Long John Silver's here went tits up. And I love that place. And let me tell you something, buddy. With no questions asked, they started offering me the senior discount. I was like, hell yeah, bring it on. T-Bunny, can you hear me?
Okay, I did a complete reboot. Yeah, I did a complete
hear
reboot.
You.
We got you.
Can you hear us?
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I can hear you
Can
fine.
you hear us? Okay, there's
I had to do a
apparently
complete reboot. I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah.
apparently we've got a delay. So I'll ask
Ah.
questions and wait a half hour for T Bunny to answer. T Bunny,
Yes, sir.
you said you came up with your characters way long ago. How long ago?
I was a teenager.
That's as far as he's gonna explain it. I was a teenager, so it was a minute.
I'm 15 years old now. I'm 50 years old now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I know that there are I think 3 or 4 characters of mine that are in the Rampart stable that I invented when I was a kid, and of course I've refined them a lot since then. But I never liked just like I didn't care for this modern take on Captain America. I never cared for the way they did the Human Torch with those black lines on his face. That's not what.
Right.
So
right.
I made my character. His name is Sunrider, and when I draw him, it just looks like it would be uncomfortable to stand near him because he's so hot.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I took an old character, and when Captain America went rogue, did the Hydra thing, I suddenly I understood who my character had to be, and it all clarified from there.
Yeah. Yeah. The good Captain America, as he should be. I've got a character similar. His name is Mr. Liberty. He, red, white, and blue mask, but he carries a big ass mace,
right?
And it's an enchanted mace, and the actual slug from the shot heard round the world is at the core of that mace. And he calls his mace Freedom, so he likes to go share freedom with everybody.
Well, my guy, he dates back to before the Revolution. He actually came over as an Irish slave. Came over on British ships as an Irish slave, and the guy who bought his contract needed a typesetter, so he took his little Irish kid in, taught him how to read, and treated him better than anyone ever had in his life. But but he had a night job that he was under cover of darkness. He was printing Thomas Paine's Common Sense.
There you go. There you go.
And the British found out about it, drug him out in the street in front of young Kieran Quinn, which is this guy's name. Drug him out in front of him and beat him to death in the street. People don't know the British Army was doing atrocious things, man. They were doing atrocious things. And,
they were.
And since that basically freed him, he decided to join the revolution. So he became a scout in the revolution.
There you go. Now, let me ask the elephant in the room question, T Bunny. His right arm is different.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Okay. For nearly 200 years, he was written into the Constitution as the protector and also policeman of powered affairs. He was para-government, which means that he could tell them where to go if he didn't agree with them. So they didn't like that. They weren't in control of powered people. And so about 50 years ago, before the story, he was given some intel, and he acted on that intel, and it turned out to be an ambush. And because he died and came back 9 times before, and so to make sure he didn't come back, they tried to transform him into crystal using this alien ray they didn't quite understand. But the guy they had mind controlled to do it broke the mind control long enough to destroy it. So all it managed to do was to catch his arm up to past the elbow and to catch his eye. But it was a weird kind of crystal because it's still malleable, it's still moved. But it's actually the hardest substance on this planet, so they don't understand it at all.
Very cool.
But,
so if he throws a right cross, you're going to feel it, is what you're saying.
well, considering his power is actually gravity, he has a center. He actually, it's like getting hit by a planet. If he
okay,
so.
All right, and, which is what you want from a hero.
Yeah.
Well,
if I hit you, it's like getting hit by the earth.
The thing about it is since his power was gravity, he was denser than normal humans, so they thought he was bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
He could lift things that should be impossible, but it's actually because he was manipulating the gravity of objects he had his hands on, and so it looked. So he could just pretty much lift anything. And so it looked like he looked like a Superman, but it was actually gravity manipulation. But
I got you.
But now he's discovered right before the beginning of our story. He's discovered that he can extend the gravity field because this glass arm happens to be like an energy absorbing crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And
cool.
Unfortunately, if he goes too far, he taps into to the world's gravity field, and so he could be a world ender if he's not careful.
Eek! Don't destroy the earth. That's where I keep all my stuff.
Exactly. So
he's an Omega level mutant.
Yeah, but he understands this. So the first thing he tells a guy who's with him in this battle, if I lose control, shoot me in the head. Don't hesitate. Two bullets to the back of my head. Don't hesitate.
There you go.
So he's not going to destroy the world, but
that's that ode to the great Ben Edlund and the Tick.
Right.
The reporter asked the Tick, "How strong are you?" "I don't really know." "Can you destroy the earth?" "I hope not. That's where I keep all my stuff."
Exactly. But the thing that sets him apart from a lot of heroes you see today is that he's patriotic, but he's patriotic to the country that was. He's patriotic because he was there when they wrote the Declaration. And so he knows what this country should be.
Right. He was,
Yeah. That's basically what he's fighting for. It's for the country that was, and
that should still be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right on. So, we can't say "Make America Great Again" because that's apparently evil. I can't wrap my brain around that, but okay. But yeah, I'm glad to see that. Good looking project, good concept.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see the execution. I'm going to get over there and back that just as soon as I get a little ka-ching in my pocket. Hopefully later today.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to go to my LCS to look for Atrocity Press, but I might have Charles, if you're still watching, check your shelves for me. My LCS robbed me blind, or participated in robbing me. I got robbed. Went on vacation to Virginia Beach. Somebody broke in my house. They took everything, including my comic collection and my collectibles. They took the comic collection and the collectibles to the comic book store I bought the shit from and sold it back to him.
Oh, jeez.
He knew it was my stuff. He bought it anyway. That's
rough.
My bad luck, according to him. Well, he's never getting another dime of my money. So,
let me clear this up from my sketchbook. He hates England with a passion. Okay. He is American through and through. He is a true American. When they came over here, they cut ties. They made a new country. So screw England. He has nothing to do with the UK.
I think one of these days I'm going to do a superhero that's just actually Benjamin Franklin. Like the pudgy bald guy is his alter ego. Because that dude is a hero by anybody's measure. Just saying.
Yeah.
What's up, Genuine Comics? Good to see you, buddy.
Definitely a one-off.
Yeah, that guy was pure beast mode.
Right, exactly.
I mean, and being the way he was, he used to pick up chicks all the time in France.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's true.
And he was known to be kind of disgusting, you know.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He was a big guy, a very big man.
Yeah.
For his time, he was 6 foot tall or taller, which was very tall back then.
Right.
He was very athletic. He invented the swim fins because he wanted to swim better. He was a scientist, an inventor. He was a philanthropist. He started the first lending library in America.
Right.
The Penn State, that's him. I think Penn State is his.
He's a philosopher, comedian. You know.
He started salon groups where he brought intelligent young men in to have conversations and to develop as men what it meant to be a citizen of the U.S. You know, where is that now? Why don't we have that now?
Right. Right.
And he wasn't trying to discover electricity, boys and girls. He was trying to prove that lightning was electricity.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, except for the fact he wanted a turkey to be our bird, you know.
Yeah, we can forgive that though.
We can forget that though.
Nobody's perfect. And you know, his drawbacks were he was not a good family man. He was at odds with his family.
No.
But you know, as far as founding fathers go, he's my favorite. He's my fave.
You know,
mine's Thomas Jefferson.
I like Jefferson
just because of the way that I like Jeffersonian politics and the way he thinks that he was an anti-federalist. So
he didn't get along with Alexander Hamilton at all.
No, not at all.
it's also something to praise him for. So you know.
Yeah, I mean
that guy was straight up communist. He really was.
Well, I mean the Federalists were basically communists because they wanted the federal government to run everything, which we're almost to. I mean the federal government runs everything now, so the Federalists won.
Yeah, they won. They won. They started with Woodrow Wilson. So yeah. Anyway, by the way, File 13, love you too, brother. Anyway.
Well, we're glad to have had you on. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping up here.
All right. I'm sorry about the internet problem. I don't know what the hell happened.
It happens.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen. Yeah. Hey, how did this guy get the link?
Oh my God.
I heard you were wrapping up, so I decided to show up.
What's going on, John? How are you?
Going good.
He's drinking a tall boy at fucking noon, so it's
not drinking a tall boy. Don't be ridiculous.
What's going on with you, Mr. Dillard?
Some energy going. I got a complete lack of energy. I think it's because I have no testosterone anymore.
Oh well.
Because you're not drinking tall boys before noon.
Well, you are Canadian, aren't you?
That's right.
Oh, Jesus.
You got to drink tall boys before noon, and then you get that testosterone back in you.
Sketch wants to know if there's a digital tier. Yes, there is.
Yeah, $10 digital tier. Yeah.
All right.
Good on. Why does that name ring a bell?
I've been around. So.
Turn your camera on, T-Bunny.
I'll try.
I'm scared too, because it's gonna kill his internet.
There
okay.
He is.
All right. So
there he
is. Seems to have recovered somewhat. So
John, what's going on in your world today, sir?
Oh, I just finished coloring my book, The Canadian Tussle, just now. Just 9 minutes ago. Finished coloring
Fantastic.
So now I just got to go back and do my lettering. Might take a day or two. Cool. I'm not good with, writing and stuff. I had my script edited, so as long as I don't type in the wrong letters, everything should be fine.
Cut and paste.
There you go.
I don't know how to do that in Clip Studio. Like, I know other people can bring in like blocks of text from like Word into like Photoshop, but I don't know how to do that in Clip Studio. I got to do it verbatim. Like, just look at and type it out.
Control A, Control C, Control V.
Doesn't work.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, bro.
I'm not a Clip Studio superstar. I don't use it. Can't draw.
I'm not digital yet, but if Anthony ever sends me that damn drawing pad, I won't be drawing or creating digitally, but I can damn sure edit and letter. So looking forward to that. All right. So, yeah, we are going to wrap it up here. I want to thank my co-host, Tanner, as always, for being here.
And don't forget to thank me for carrying this whole show.
Seriously.
Max, thanks for being here. Be sure you head to your local LCS and demand Atrocity Press.
By the way, also while you're on Fund My Comic, look up Out of Obscurity. It's a compilation of some characters that were in public domain. It's It's going to be 8 different stories. It's going to be nearly 85 pages, maybe even 90. And it's going to be released by Arrow Comics, so it's it's going to come out. And it's already funded.
Randy.
So.
Randy's doing it, is he?
Randy's him, yes, sir. He's also doing a story. He's
Cool.
also narrating as Spanx the Monkey.
Who else is in that? Because I've seen that popping up in a good few places.
That's Frost Comics is in it. Maddie from Maddie Fowler, Sin Fowler. The link is in it. Hojo.
Hojo,
is in it. Also, RJ from Critical Blast.
That's
is,
right. RJ
doing his first comic is going to be this.
But no John Dillard. No John Dillard.
Yeah, no John Dillard. No.
Agent
Zero. Agent
Zero
from Chrome Dog fame. It's just going to be a prequel to his series.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be in it myself. And let's see. There's going to be when Frost Comics is going to. I'd say I remembered him. Immortal Rising is going to be in it.
Right.
And it's a Jose Garcia drawn 7-page story. So
fantastic.
If you're a fan of Jose Garcia, and I know a lot of people are, so it's going to be in there too.
So real quick, Max, tell people where they can find you.
They can find me at atrocitypress.com. You can go there, check it all out. It's got all of our news and everything that comes out there a week before it hits social media. And it's got all of our social media links there and our store to buy all our cool stuff. So go spend some money.
Right on, right on. T-Bunny, where can people find you, sir?
Most social media platforms, just type in Telepathic Bunny and I pop up. So
right, fantastic. John Dillard, where can people find you, sir?
Dillard Draws. Everywhere you go, Dillard Draws.
Everywhere I go, Dillard Draws. There's a country song in that somewhere.
Could be.
John Dillard,
it's a damn shame.
John Dillard's Canadian Tussle still live over on.
No, it's not. No, it's
not
gone.
live.
You can't get it anymore.
It's
if
gone.
You haven't gotten it yet. You are SOL.
It was available over on Fund My Comic. One of the first good projects to appear. I shouldn't say that. One of the first great projects to appear over on Fund My Comic. But you can follow John on Dillard Draws on the YouTube, and also goes by Dillard Draws on the Twitterverse
and Instagram.
Yep.
And don't forget my my art station and Deviant Art, also Dillard Draws on Facebook. Dillard Draws.
Right.
And OnlyFans, Dillard Draws.
So anyway, thanks for tuning in today, everybody. I'm going to play us out of here. You guys hang out when we're done with the commercials. We'll chat for a minute. In the meantime, let's hear from some friends of ours.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting game for the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly, Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Cobb's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Cobb's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mine. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the... where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.